What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to give you an in-depth review of this 2009 Harley Davidson Softail Custom, FXTC. I'm going to show you why this bike is an absolutely great beginner bike as well as a great all-around bike for everyone. For starters, this bike is great at very many things and not good at only a few, and let's jump into it. For starters, this bike is very customizable. You can really do whatever you want with this bike in any way you imagine. As you can see, I've got all kinds of modifications on it, everything from an exhaust to derby covers just like that, as well as different lights on it, LEDs, different seats. You can put bags on it, no bags on it. Already has a little bit of a chopper stance with that front rake. You can really make it go out, make it a chopper. You can make it a full bobber. Whatever really suits your style of riding. I mean, these bikes are very capable bikes of doing whatever you want on any kind of custom build, whether it's mild all the way up to wild. In terms of building up to wild, on the performance side, here is the elephant in the room. The engine that's on this is only an 88 cubic inch engine. Yes, it is the twin cam. A lot of diehard guys absolutely swear by these engines. It is a great engine. So far, it's been a very reliable engine, knock on metal of course. By today's standards, this video is taken in 2024 of course, it does lack a little bit of power, especially compared to a Milwaukee 8. You can build this to a 110, whatever you want. Of course, the higher you build it, the more power you push out of this engine, the less reliable that it's absolutely going to be anyways. If you're really wanting to do performance, you can always do like a Screaming Eagle crate engine. You can go as big as, do a 135 in it. That would be a lot of power for this light of a bike. However, on the flip side of power, that does mean that this bike is a very easy to ride bike and very rideable bike for all levels, whether you're a beginner rider or an intermediate rider, even an experienced rider like I'm. Very easy to ride. You don't have to worry about stalling it that easy or worrying about not being able to handle the power or the torque or anything like that. Very easy to ride. And of course, its weight is on the lighter end compared to other Harley models. For example, this weighs about 600 pounds, give or take. Might be a little bit more wet, might be a little bit less dry, of course. As heavy as a full bagger, street glide or a road glide, so it's not 1,000 pounds. So it's pretty easy to learn on bike. You don't have to worry about dropping it and having all that extra weight to deal with. But of course, on the flip side, that does mean that this bike feels every little bump in the road. This one does have 6 gears. It's great for highways. With it being such a light bike, it will feel all the wind as well as all the cracks and bumps in the road. Now that does bring me to the one thing that does drive me crazy about this bike that does kind of stand out. And it's this right here. It's the front tire paired with this back tire. It's a very wide back tire, as you can see there, and very skinny front tire, as you guys can see with my hands there. Very skinny front tire. Now what that means is you're going to feel every little bump and every little crack in the road, and if you actually go those grooves that are in the road, if you put that front tire in the groove, the bike will follow those grooves, and it will feel a little weird, a little awkward to try and get out of the grooves, and it can make you have for an unstable, unsteady ride. Now the benefit with this bike is it is still a Softail. So as you guys may know, Harley Davidson makes several hundred Softail models. So you can upgrade the front wheel size. I do plan on doing that myself. I'm going to keep the back wheel probably as wide as that. I do like that style. But I'm going to make the front wheel a little bit wider. That's only like an 88 millimeter wide. I'm probably going to bump it to like a 110 or something like that, just to give it a little bit more steady at high speeds. And though you can put bags on the side here and make it a good highway touring bike, even though it does have a 6 gear in it, so it's great on highways. However, just that skinny front tire that comes standard on these Softail Customs, you feel every little bump and crack in the road. It does drive me crazy. As I was saying, with customization, you can really make your style shine. You can put windshields just like this if you want a little bit more of a steady ride, which I have a video coming of should you run a windshield. You can do saddlebags if you want. You can make this a complete show bike if you even wanted. Also pick these bikes up relatively cheap too on Marketplace or even at your local Harley dealer. Pick them up for anywhere from, depending on the condition and the miles, you can find them all day for around $4,500 to $5,500 in price. Here in my area, at least, all day on Marketplace. It does go up from there. For example, this one you could probably pick up for about $7,500, somewhere around there, according to what its market value is. But the other benefit with these bikes is parts are everywhere. Because Harley Davidson made so many of these bikes, as well as the Softail frame itself, a lot of parts that fit most Softails will work on this bike as well as that 88 cubic inch engine. There's parts for it all over the place. Like I said, you can even pick up a crate engine for it, which who knows, maybe I'll do in the future, you never know. So I want you guys to comment below, what kind of bike do you ride? Do you ride one of the Softail Customs yourselves? If you do, I want to know, what is your experience with them? Have you had a good experience with them, bad experience? Do you agree with some of the things I have? Do you have anything to add to somebody that might help somebody make up their mind whether they're buying this bike or not? You guys also have to let me know if you like this kind of video where I kind of have a on-screen video right here, but then there's a whole nother video like me riding. I have a lot of content of me riding, but not quite any audio over it, you know, at least any voiceovers or anything like that. So I would love to make content for you guys just like that. But anyways, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I have a lot of content coming out for both motorcycles and cars. I will be filling a little void in my life, I guess you can say, and hopefully getting a little sports car here again pretty soon. But I do plan on getting more than just one motorcycle on my channel and doing all kinds of crazy stuff with it. So hey, please give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing. At least go check out some of my other videos. Guys, thank you guys so much for all your support, and I will see y'all in the next video.